What up, everybody? It's your boy, the Financial Liberator, and we're back at it again. It's your boy here. Today, I'm not here to teach y'all anything about finances. I'm not here to tell y'all anything about trading strategies or AI automations or integrations or anything that I help y'all with in terms of helping y'all to make more money. Today, I'm here to tell y'all about the new year and why I choose to celebrate my new year on September 22. The reason being is that with the calendar that we're currently using right now is called the Gregorian calendar, and it's basically aligned towards calendars which were used in order to keep time in mostly in the olden days in terms of when we're looking at the Bible, basically biblically. So the calendar that we're using and the timeline that we're currently using, it is a standardization of how biblically people look at time and all of that there. So why I chose to go separate from that there is because I'm a Zulu man, not only a Zulu man, a purely traditional African man. What does that mean? Even though I'm in this modern time and I did go through Christianity and I studied in Roman Catholic schools and all of that there, but what I learned as time went on, kept on going forward, is that actually the calendar that I'm using is not aligned towards my ancestral lineage. And how I found out that there is when I researched more about time and things like that. And then I understood that in the ancient days back in Africa, back how we say Amazulu, Emandulo, back Emandulo, we would celebrate our new year during this time period. And what made it a new year was that we were closest to the sun. Not only that, a new cycle had been started. That meaning that we have entered spring. Meaning, everything that has died or anything that happened to lose life during the winter or an autumn is now getting reborn into the new year. So that's why I celebrate my new year on the 2020s on the 22nd of September every time, because of one thing and one thing basically, that I understand that the Gregorian calendar that we're using is not aligned to me in terms of spiritually, in terms of seasonally, and also in terms of ancestrally. Now, Umkhosi Womhlanga, the reed dance, and how most people would look at it, that would be like the first ceremony bringing in and ushering in or telling the people that we're entering into a new year. And there would also be other ceremonies which I will not go into based into the details of the time that we have currently. But the reason why I'm telling you this whole backstory is just so that y'all can understand why I choose to celebrate the new year in the 22nd of September. Basically, that's it. And it's just me trying to align myself ancestrally, trying to align myself cosmically, trying to align myself seasonally, and trying to understand where I come from and where I'm going and where my ancestors were and how they also viewed time and also those things there. So I'm sitting here currently, I'm writing my New Year's resolutions. Well, as you can see, I don't know if you could see, it's written New Year 2026. I will be successful in trading and withdraw. Let me put it down. 1 million rand from the markets. That's my targets that I hit for 2026 that I'm trying to hit, because last year, which is 2025, by the way, 2025 was one of the most hardest years in my life. I'm not gonna lie. Everything went belly up. When I mean everything went belly up, everything went belly up. From being the top at the height of my success, and in less than 3 months to everything going upside down, relationships in the garbage, business lost it, body was gaining weight, everything was just not aligned with me and how I wanted to see myself and where I wanted to see myself. And the painful thing is, I didn't realize that. I only realized it when everything was upside down, that, whoa, okay, the relationship that I was in wasn't serving me romantically, spiritually, and physically. Business wise, the business I was in, it's not a business that I would like to be in. The money was good though, I'm not gonna lie, the money was good. My wallet was always full. I had more than enough money that I know what to do with it. That's why I ended up spending it on girls and other things there, but it's fine. Um, and the other thing that also I saw was a problem was my body, and I wasn't where I wanted to be weight wise. I wasn't where I also wanted to be spiritually wise, and all those things there. So from December 2024, I think that was about the 10th of December. That's where around like where I lost the business, and I also lost the relationship that I was in for the past 2 years. After that day, I had to rebuild myself and find myself again, and I had to recreate this person that you're currently seeing right here. Um, where if everything continued the way how it was supposed to, I wouldn't be where I am currently, even though some things are still not where I want them to be. Because one of the few things that I actually achieved in 2025 was reaching a huge milestone in my trading and building my company Green Thumb Fund. I actually hit a huge milestone, but I also had huge problems. Okay, one of the things that happened for me in building Green Thumb Fund was actually in terms of funding this year, in terms of what can I say, money that was not in my business accounts, or money that the deals that I had going on in 2025 between certain uh, prop firm companies and myself and things like that. Maybe this year I touched 400,000. I know y'all won't believe it, but trust me, yeah, I touched 400,000. Now, the problem is, in me touching that 400,000, what do I have to show for it? Nothing. Except for in the physical, in materialistic terms, I have nothing. I didn't buy a new car, I didn't do anything extravagant or Gucci and all that shit there. All I did is take the money that I had and put it back into the business. And I lost all it again. So in total, I lost about 400,000 this year, 450,000 going to 500,000 in funding, in profits. Maybe I lost 50K or something like that, if not more. So yeah, it's been a hard year. It's been a hard year, dog. Yeah, I mean, like in terms of where I was single most of the year, mostly because I was trying to find myself after the breakup that I had. I was also single by choice, not necessarily by choice, but by choice, in sense of there were no girls that I saw around me that literally um, could help me and support me in actually what I'm trying to build. And yeah, those was one of the reasons why I had to become single. I won't lie, I had a few baddies here and there, but nothing too serious, nothing like my previous relationship where, yeah, I'm gonna just say it like that. But right now, as I'm talking to you, redeveloped, a new me, I fixed myself, all the problems that I had that led to my business closing down, the problems that I had, and in terms of my relationship breaking down, and also other things that I did that brought me closer to myself, where spiritually I went on a journey, and I found myself, and I developed my spiritual powers, and I developed my ancestral connection, and I developed my knowledge and my self control and other things. I'm not perfect yet. I'm still working on those things. Going on to 2026, I'm still working on those things because my target in 2025 was to hit a million in assets management and 100,000 in um, profits. But see, yeah, it didn't happen the way how I wanted to happen. I lost over 400,000. I lost most of the profits, 50,000 random profits. I lost it. Lost a lot of things. Now I don't want to lie. 2025 was a really hard year. I really lost a lot of things. So yeah, the video that basically I did here, all my sob story and whatever, if you actually listened and got to this far, it was basically I'm just here to tell you that bet on yourself, even though sometimes things don't look good, things are turning upside down, people are leaving you, people are betraying you, you're losing money, your business closing down, you're losing your job, all of that there. At the end of the day, you shouldn't let it stop you. You shouldn't stop. It shouldn't stop you from going to achieve your dreams. It shouldn't stop you from wanting to be more, to trying to get more and do that there. Because what I found is with all the losses that I took in 2025, with all the problems I encountered and everything, um, I'm actually stronger than I thought. I'm actually stronger than I thought and more powerful than I thought. And yeah, and I wouldn't have realized that if I didn't, what can I say, go through all the pain and heartache and all the breakups and all the backstabbing and whatever that I went through. Because it literally helped me develop me to the man that I am and the man that I'm willing to become moving on here forward. So yeah, 2026 gonna be the most profitable year. I'm gonna make a million rand in profits, a million rand in profits, and probably 2 million, 3 million, if not 5 million in asset valuation. So yeah, I'm gonna work towards those things. I'm gonna keep growing. I'm gonna keep working on myself in my trading, my business, my relationships, my spirituality, and all of that there. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, even though it was a rant. It was a rant, guys. I don't wanna lie. It was a rant, but I just felt like I had to take it off my chest because I know in the next few years, I will come back to this video and I will watch it and I will create maybe something to remind me of this year and the problems that I went through and all of that there. Because from here on out, we're only going up, baby. We're only going up. So yeah, it's a financial liberator, boys, signing out. Peace.